So let's see, if I said I want to have one pet, I can look at the number of pets, right? And I can say while number of pets is not 0, let's enter a pet. But then I can use the decrement operator to like look at the number of pets and then immediately decrement it. And this way, if I said 5, it will be 4, 3, 2, 1, and eventually I will get 0. And as soon as it becomes 0, this while loop will terminate. So hopefully this approach will give me the correct number of pets to enter. Okay, let's save everything, make sure that we are able to build this. Now let me know if you're obviously I will post the sample on the website, but you know, just let me know if you want me to show you any of my code, so that you can essentially duplicate it if you would like to follow along. But right now, obviously, I need to build this, okay, and see what's going on. Just make sure that I don't get any strange warnings or errors. My syntax seems to be okay. And right now, what I would like to do is, well, let's run it just once to see what kind of experience the user gets from all of this. The only thing that I would like to do is that at the end of add, I will say that std cout and just print a message that I can use this a pet name, right? Name added to the list of pets. Okay, so we can just say edit successfully, something like that. Okay, and just display the new line at the end, and that will be something that we can give the user the clue that the pet was added successfully. Okay, let's just see what it looks like when I run this program. Hopefully, it's not going to be anything unexpected. So my usual modifications to our command window interface, so that just to make sure that we can read all of this. Okay. Okay, looks good. Enter 1 to continue, 0 to exit. So 0, we exit, that looks good. Run it again, 1 to continue. Pet owner name, pet owner age. Okay, so let me actually press Control C to exit this, because what happens here is that pet owner name, let me scroll up where this was happening. So enter 1 to continue, 0 to exit. Pet owner name, I am trying to get line after getting 1 or 0 from the keyboard. So apparently my SYN reads what happens in its own input buffer is that this std SYN uses an internal input buffer where individual characters are stored by the operating system. So basically, the operating system works with an actual keyboard device, right? But when we press the keys, the keys are stored in this input. And what happens here is, let's say I enter 1, and then the enter key is sitting right here, like a new line character. And so when I say std SYN input this character, which is like answer or something, right? Which is a single character. This character is processed and gets stored in my answer, right? So this just happens, okay? But then when on the next line I say std sin input name, or actually it's more like a get line call, which looks like this. When I say get line from input, get line std sin comma name, for instance, what happens is that this get line call goes back to this buffer, right? Goes back to this buffer, and it finds that a new line character is sitting there. And what it does is basically just says, oh, new line looks like an empty line, so this empty line is populated, this name populated with empty line, and I move on. So my understanding is that to prevent this kind of artifact from happening, what I need to do is after successful read of this answer right here, I just need to say get line once to say get rid of new line in input. Let me just type this at the top. Get rid of new line in input, which is a leftover from getting 0 or 1 on the previous. Just say 0, 1 above, right? Above. Okay, so we need to essentially maintain the content of our string input by using this extra silly line. Okay, save that. Let's build it and hope that this time it will be behaving better, right? 1 to continue, 0 to exit. Okay, 1 to continue. Pet owner name. Okay, I don't know, John. Okay, pet owner age 65. Pet owner address. Same situation happens here. Look how I say pet owner address, but then after age there is again this new line character sitting in the input. So to be able to continue, I will for now just press Control C, which terminates the program. And I say that I will need to again copy and paste this before this thing, which is get rid of new line in input, and we'll just say get rid of new line left over in input, which is consistent with what we did before, right? So just get this empty line and then proceed to, and I will use the same variable over here, right? So we can just essentially proceed forward to get the address, and that should populate the owner. Let's build this one more time. Age 65, address 100 Main Street. Okay, and how many pets do you have? Say 1. Okay, pet name. Again, it skips pet name because after entering this, a new line is sitting in the input, and I'm trying to get line, and get line gets an empty string. So I'm going to press Control C and change that as well, right? So I will be occasionally using this get rid of new line right here, right? So after I say number of pets, there is this new line left over, and I will just use it immediately here. Get rid of new line left over in input, and I would then I should be then okay to actually let's just do it before. Let's just do it before getting the name, and I will use the same variable for doing this. This may not be the most efficient input, but that's the way I just see this is going someplace. All right, so then I will get this single character, then age, then color. Again, we'll be using getLine, so most likely I need to do this again, right? So most likely I need to do this and use color this time to get this left over after entering the age. Is this an adoption, which is going to give me an answer, and that should take care of it because there's no more input there at all, right? So just anytime it skips the input, remember that you can insert getLine, and that will take care, basically maintain the input. All right. Okay. One. Owner name Smith, right there. Age 65. Address 100 Main Street. How many pets? One. A pet name. Meow. Enter C for cat. All right, and pet age in years. 2 years old. Color yellow or orange. Right. And is this an adoption? Yes. Okay. Meow added successfully. All right. 0 to exit. Okay. So this gives you an idea that I will try to actually make it small enough to fit on, most of it to fit on your screen, right? But you can see that dealing with input is kind of messy, and it would be actually desirable to move maybe this entire input business out of main and do it somewhere else, so that we do not obscure the logic of main with those microscopic steps of asking and asking and asking, because this program essentially becomes difficult to maintain. But at this point, I'm not going to change this. I will just keep all of my input so far inside main, and we'll say that maybe it's okay because I would like to continue on to finish this, creation of the license and perhaps print the license and calculate the fee. Okay, so at this stage, I'm not going to take it out of the main function, but in the future, I might consider it, because all of these inputs are so messy and so high maintenance, right? Every single little thing needs to be giving a lot of attention in order to make it perfect. Okay, so at this point, we seem to be doing okay with this, or more or less okay. All right, so back to the drawing board. I'm thinking also that my next step should be, or my goal is to be able to calculate the license fee. Okay, how do I calculate the license fee? And also, I don't know why I'm using question mark. Just calculate the license fee, and also print the license, something like that. Right, so calculate fee and print the license, so that we can print it and mail it, and we can bill the owner, and so forth, right? So those are the two tasks, and I need to decide where these two functions, if those would be the functions in my program, where should they belong? Where should they go inside the program, like in my classes and everything? So let's just, this will be our next challenges, I guess.